Hi and welcome to day 13 of my Coach Trip blog and of Coach Trip. So shout outs. Shout out to VJ. Hi there, VJ. I've got a shout out for Dinamon. Hi, Dinamon. I've got a shout out for Jake Cunningham. Hey, how you doing? He'll be coming on to the coach. And also got a shout out for Sully Montari. Hi, how you doing, guys? First of all, I think, yesterday when I said, I wonder if the crew let them go to the hotel, they actually went to the hotel. Now, I'm not sure, this is Bruce and John. They actually went to the hotel. Now, I'm not sure if this was straight after the argument, so they could wait for a plane ticket, or I'm not sure if this was, like they were there for the entire day and night until the next morning, but whatever it was, they were in the same hotel that we were in. So I'm not sure if at the same time. But hey, there we go. If anybody's got any research on that, tell me about that. That'd be great. So no real name today. No real name. Tam and his friend. I can't remember. So no real name today. But hey, there we go. I can't have a cool name every day. Wrist action. I like that. But yeah, how Jenna and Jenny got good wrist action. That's quite funny. They were just talking about the grapper. So I thought I'd do that. Hey, Jenna. Basically we all had those hats on because we had to wait around a long time to get onto the ferry. We went and brought hats. Girls had those kind of wicker hats, and the guys had the sailor hats, and we all we said, should we all get hats? Let's get everybody to get hats. It'd be really cool. So we got hats, kind of just to bond a bit, that'd be really nice. I loved Venice. Venice was amazing. It was really, really good. I've always wanted to go. Really, really enjoyed myself. There's this place, because the Venetians, in essence, are thieves. Okay, that's what they used to. That's what it was all about, pirating. And they have this customs house. They have, as we on the boat we passed it. This customs house with a big gold dome, and all the Venetian pirates had to go through that customs, because when they came back from sea, they had to bring something stolen, had to bring some kind of jewelry and stuff like that back. So they all had to go through that customs. If they didn't, I think they weren't allowed in, or they were chastised for it. Also, there's some replicas of some horses they stole from the Turks. They were called something else, I can't remember, but they stole from the Turks, and they've got them up in St. Mark's, I think St. Mark's Square. Got them up there, replicas up there, and the actual ones are in the museum. So yeah, it was an amazing time to do that. Basically, we got lost on the way to the gondoliering. Obviously, we walked around forever in the sweltering heat. No drinks, no water. We're just like, wow, we're going to die. It was so hot that day. Mentally hot that day. What happened was, while everybody else was like waiting, they ferried us over, and they were hunting around for somewhere to go to get us a drink. After we kind of said, guys, we really need something to drink, otherwise, because it's really hot today, we might pass out. So, we had to wait around for ages for that. I was terrified on the gondola. It was well scary. But I just thought, screw it, fuck it, I'll do it. So, but it was well scary, and it was wicked. It was really good. Paul, right. Now, Mark, okay, I've seen some posts saying that, Mark's kind of creepy. Well, Paul had this little episode with him. Basically, Paul was in the sea, and what Mark did was go underwater and swim and grab Paul's ankles, and he was like, ha, and Paul was just like, what are you doing, mate? And Mark was just like, oh, and Paul was like, it's just really, really weird. I didn't really like him grabbing my ankles like that. It was just a bit freaky. It didn't get off to a great start there, because it was just a little borderline creepy for him. We were behind schedule. That's why we had a bus vote, because again we had to wait around for ages for the ferry, etc, etc. Yes, Lloyd, I pinched a biscuit because they had seafood, and I don't like seafood, so they gave us all that lasagna and those dead octopi, and I didn't eat, I just drank, and I had a biscuit. So that was why he gave me the vote. There we go. asking for stuff in a restaurant, right? I hate asking for stuff in restaurants, like, you know, vinegar or mayonnaise. I mean, I guess a good restaurant kind of, you know, either says, there's the condiments, like the Witherspoons, there's the condiments, go get it. Or they have it already on the table. But a lot of these restaurants, they didn't. So I was like, you know, and I don't like to ask, because at the end of the day, these waiters get enough shit as it is. And if it's there and around, I'll go and get it myself. But it was at this point that, you know, I couldn't get it myself. It was either at the back or behind the tills or something like that. So it was like, hi, can I have some vinegar? Unreasonable request. Hi, can I have some mayonnaise? Unreasonable request. So, I mean, it kind of made me feel as if, you know, every time I was asking, you know, for stuff, you know, vinegar or salt or mayonnaise or pepper, people would be like, oh, you're such a diva, you know, asking. Sorry. So I stopped asking for stuff, you know. I don't know, I mean, how do you guys feel? I mean, if you're in a restaurant, you ask for stuff, do you think it's right to kind of be bagged out for asking for stuff? You're not asking for the world, you're asking for salt, pepper and mayonnaise. Or tartar sauce or something. So just get back to me and see what you think about that, and think if it's okay to ask for stuff and be chastised, or vice versa. Yes, Dean said I was very rude. Yeah, I mean, I happen to like Jen and Dean. I happen to like them very, very much. I guess if Dean thinks I'm rude, then yeah, maybe he should have come and said something. It's just really surprising, to be quite honest. I mean, it's really weird because I guess, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover. This is what this whole show and everything has taught me. You can't judge a book by its cover. And some people come across as really, really nice, but then they'll say something else about you. I mean, I'm not overly like, oh my God, I can't believe you said it, but just gives food for thought, really, what people are really like. And like I said, I happen to have liked them very, very, very much. But there we go. There we go. I mean, he should have said in the vote, you know, I find you rude, Jason, maybe, instead of saying it off camera. But there we go. Or say off camera, off voting. But there we go. Yes. We all talk. Well, basically, Anita and Lloyd wanted to leave. They had told the guys that they wanted to leave. I didn't know this at the time, but they told Jenna and Jodie that they wanted to leave, and they were looking forward to going soon. Because that particular day, they actually upset Lloyd by trying to get him to dredge up his son's death again. And they were trying to, you know, when he's by the sea or wherever, anywhere nice, they're saying, how does this make you feel about your son? And that's not what Anita brought him on there for. Anita brought him on there for, you know, a break, you know, to get away from it, not to be constantly asked, how do you feel about your dead son? How do you feel about it? It's not nice. So that's why I think he wanted to leave as well. Yeah, so anyway, so that's why the guys were like, well, we don't want to give Jason and Tam a red, yellow card because they want to stay for long, and Nita and Lloyd are wanting to go anyway. So there we go. Yes, so we all talk. The crew orchestrated our little meet-up. They basically were like, guys, we want you guys to meet up. We want you guys to have a chat. We want to get it on camera. And we all talked. We were like, should we do this? And we thought, well, do you know what? Screw it. At the end of the day, people are going to be doing this whole click thing. So screw it. Let's just give them what they want. So we did it. And everybody talked in that, you know, in that room. But again, they only show me and Tam talking. It's, you know, it's biased, but there we go. I still obviously say protest against being the ringleader, because that's not what I do. That day, you know, like I said, the bitter and twisted part of me, you know, wants to pissed off with Mark and Mary, but it definitely was orchestrated. And then obviously they filmed. That meeting went on for quite a while. Actually, we talked for quite a while. Obviously, everybody's views had to be heard. But obviously it was just mine and Tam's that they wanted, obviously, to continue on what they're doing. But yes, so it was an interesting day, really interesting day. But yeah, so if anybody wants any shout outs, please contact me here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, usual. But yeah, like I said, mayonnaise, ketchup, salt. If anybody's got any, if anybody's got any views, please get back to me about that. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.